Welcome back. Coolmore Australia has relied on many champion sires over the years, but every time a new sire is launched, there's the expectation that it could be the next breed shaper. This year, Coolmore present the first of the Home Affairs and St Mark's Basilica yearlings, both elite Group 1 performers, and it's exciting to see what these yearlings will do when they hit the racetrack. Tom, the Coolmore Stud draft is always so exciting to see for the Inglis Easter Yearling Sale. And again, another really exciting year here at Coolmore for the team. Wootton Bassett, of course, one of the hottest stallions in the world at the moment. We know he's had a fantastic start to his Southern Hemisphere horses on the track with the likes of Wootton, Western Swindon and so many others flying the flag. And Home Affairs, the yearling so well received at the Australian sales already, and also, of course, St Mark's Basilica. There's always something new happening as far as the stallions are concerned at this time of the year.
Wootton Bassett in particular is the most exciting stallion in the world at the moment. Carrying on from his 4 individual Group 1 winning 2-year-old colts last year, he started with a bang here in Australia with a number of highly promising colts in particular, a number of stakes performers already, and you wouldn't have a hotter stallion in Australia to go with what he's doing up north. His yearlings from his second crop here have been extremely well sought after, and we offer a number of highly rated colts and fillies at the upcoming sale. As each sale has gone on this year, from January through to now, Wootton Bassett's popularity has only continued to enhance and grow. It seems like every single trainer in Australia and New Zealand has a one that they have a high opinion of, and it seems that every buyer really wants to get their hands on a Wootton Bassett. So from our perspective, we couldn't be happier. We've got mares in foal, we've got foals on the ground, and we've got some high quality individuals to sell here at this sale. So we're extremely well positioned in that regard. You mentioned Home Affairs. He himself was an Inglis Easter graduate where we purchased off Wootton Stud, and to offer his first crop of yearlings at Easter is extremely exciting for us. He's a stallion that we've always had a huge opinion of. That's only continued to grow as time goes on. We've sent him some high quality mares, which was well known from the start, and you've seen a couple here today. I think almost $25 million worth of yearlings by Home Affairs have gone through the ring already this year, and the best is yet to come. So he's a stallion that we're extremely excited about. And then you go to St Mark's Basilica, who in any other year would have been our banner new horse for the season, but we couldn't be happier with the way that his first crop of yearlings here have sold. They sold for over $2 million in Australian dollars terms in his Northern Hemisphere first crop, but the way that they've gone down with buyers here in Australia has been particularly pleasing. They've sold up to 700,000 already, and we have some highly rated individuals by him to sell too. So he's an extremely exciting stallion prospect, a 5-time Group 1 winner by Uni, an impeccable pedigree, and some outstanding yearlings that have offered throughout the year. So yeah, we're in a great position, and we're privileged to be in that position, and we really look forward to getting them down to Easter and showing them off.
It upgrades all your broodmare band as well, the results that come out of the Easter sale.
Yeah, of course, Easter for us is so important on so many different levels. It's also a place where we're quite active as buyers, and we've had a significant amount of success there in recent years through the likes of Home Affairs and Switzerland, and even mares like Personal and Formality, with whom we sell yearlings out of at this particular sale. So yeah, it's very important in that regard, but also we're significant investors in bloodstock, both mainly broodmares, and that has continued to increase over recent years, stockpiling the best of what we can find at various broodmare sales. To get a return at a sale such as this one is extremely important to keep that investment going, and in recent years we've had some great results, and we expect it to be no different this year.
We start with lot 73, a colt by Wootton Bassett from Montier. The dam a two-time winner, half-sister to the Randwick and Rosehill Guineas winner Inference, as well as triple group winner, the talented Kiwi Dragon Leap, and a dual South Australian Stakes winner Elation, a close relation to Jacquino, and he's a strong forward fellow, isn't he, with a lovely action.
Yeah, beautiful colt, and it's a family, as you mentioned, that we've had a lot of success with in terms of stock that has been raised and grazed here at Coolmore. This is another one. Bred by Lindsay Maxted and some of his friends and partners, and you couldn't be happier with the result. Obviously, Wootton Bassett is going to be high up on everyone's list with what he's doing, not only here but in the north as well. And this is an outstanding colt, medium-sized, beautiful mover, great brain and constitution. That seems to be a common denominator with a lot of the Wootton Bassett stock, in that they just do everything you ask of them. So as you saw today, he just dropped his head and got on with the job. He's a real 2-year-old type. We've offered a lot of that family through the ring, and some of them through the sale ring at Easter as well. Elation was an Easter graduate himself, and so was Dragon Leap. This is a colt that we've rated highly amongst our Wootton Bassets on the farm all the way through, and we expect him to be one of the highlight lots come Easter.
Lot 155 is by Extreme Choice from Shadow. Of course, we know the sire is an absolute star from very small numbers. And I just love how the grey in this colt comes through from the third dam Virage to Fortune, of course, from the great Emancipation family. And I love seeing the Kate Nivison brand as well. So a good action on this fella. He's forward and compact and well put together.
Yeah, bred by a great client of the farm in Kate Nivison, and it's great for her to produce an animal of this quality at a sale such as Easter. I don't think that we've offered too many extreme choices in the past. We did offer this particular colt's full sister last year, a filly called Apocalyptic, who is highly talented. It's a fast, precocious family. Obviously that grey goes back to Virage to Fortune, who was one of the best sprinters of her generation. And this colt looks particularly sharp. He looks like he's going to be a 2-year-old, and he looks like the type of horse that I'm sure will appeal to all the stallion syndicates that will be represented there at Coolmore. So yeah, we're delighted to offer this colt for Kate. We expect him to sell well. I'm sure he will. The stats that Newgate have released recently regarding the effectiveness of Extreme Choice has certainly hit a chord with people. He produces Group 1 winners at an extremely high rate, and colts like this are quite rare commodities. So we're excited to offer him for Kate.
234 is a colt by Home Affairs from Tulip for John and Kath Murray. Another Home Affairs from the Magic Night Typhoon Tracy Stakes winner in Tulip. The second dam won the Vanity and produced a Caulfield Classic winner Sacred Eye. And it is the Fanfreluche family of Flying Spur and Costa de Lago and so many more. Great back end on this colt.
Yeah, this is a family that we know well. Tulip really put Piero on the map in his first crop. She was placed in a Golden Slipper, a group winning 2-year-old herself, and Piero subsequently has proven himself to be a high quality broodmare sire. This particular colt is all power and brute force. He looks fast and sharp and typical of the Home Affairs, with that strong hind quarter and big deep girth, just a forward, precocious looking animal. He was bred in partnership with John and Kath Murray, who have been long-term great supporters of the farm. So we're delighted to produce an animal of his quality at Easter, and same again, he's always been one of the most highly rated Home Affairs colts that we've had on the farm.
Lot 158, another Home Affairs. This colt is from Shout the Bar, and I just love this fella. I think everybody will when they see him. Julia Ritchie, obviously a big investor in the thoroughbred industry, has bred this particular colt. Heard lots of great things about him too. The dam was an absolute star. She won the Group 1 Empire Rose and the Vinery Stakes, as well as the Sunline Vase. And this is her first foal from the family of a great warhorse in Rangi Rangdu. Powerful, great, deep sort of girth, a big barrel, lovely action, and just a beautiful eye. He's just relaxed and purposeful. I mean, you can't fault him.
Yeah, he's a standout colt, has been since the day he was born. You look back into the promotion of Home Affairs in his early days, and this was the colt that we used to promote him, and you couldn't get a better colt. You couldn't ask for more of a first foal out of a high-profile mare such as Shout the Bar. So for Julia and our partners in the mare, it's a great reward for putting up the money to buy such a mare. If her future foals or anything like this bloke, then they're in for a great ride, because you can't fault him. That he's got an incredible temperament. He just put his head down and did whatever was asked of him, and he's an absolute pleasure to have around. And we're just looking forward to offering him, because he's a standout colt. I'm sure he'll get plenty of attention plenty of admirers. He looks like those top class, not a singled out colts that have achieved such great things in the past. He just looks sharp, big, deep girth, fast-looking, precocious, and just does everything right. So we're really looking forward to getting him there.
Lot 300 by St Mark's Basilica from bewitchingly, as you mentioned, the sire of champion European 2-year-old by Uni from a Galileo mare. So wonderful bloodlines there. The dam is by Vinny, goes back to the great New Zealand 8-carat family, and really athletic, stretchy sort of action on this filly.
Yeah, she's a lovely filly. She won't be out of place there. She's a real standout again, and a bit of presence about her, a bit of sass about her. She's got a great way of going. She's all quality, great colour. She almost looks like a colt. She's tough and strong looking. I expect her to go down particularly well there. A great mix of St Mark's Basilica and I'm Invincible, as you say. She's got the strength and precocity of the I'm Invincible fillies, but the style and class of St Mark's Basilica. Same as the Shout the Bar colt for home affairs. This filly was always a standout amongst the St Mark's Basilicas on the farm. She won't be able to place at Easter. She's all class. She has been since day one. We're really looking forward to getting her down there, and we expect her to be one of the highlights of St Mark's Basilica's year. She's a top class filly.
Lot 50 is by Home Affairs from Marianne with the Morning Rise brand there for the McClures. The dam a listed winner, placed in 8 further stakes races. Such a consistent tough mare, Marianne. And this is the half sister to the Tulloch Stakes winner in Yaletown. The half sister Amrakia was a recent winner as well. Again, a lovely, gets on with the job sort of filly.
Yeah, it's another high-class horse with that brand on it that we've offered so many with that brand over the years, and Robert and Barbara McClure and the McClure family are great supporters of us and Coolmore as a whole. So we love taking top quality horses such as this filly to the sales with that brand on them, and this will be no different. She's a standout. She's a lovely filly. I think this is the third in a row, the third Marianne to go to Easter. Amrakia, as you mentioned, the 3-year-old, won incredibly well on debut the other day for Peter Snowden. The 2-year-old last year was sold for $800,000, and this is yet another high quality filly from the mare. So another top class Home Affairs filly to offer. He's had highlight lots all the way through the year, and that's not showing any signs of slowing down. When you've got quality offerings such as that one, the good times will keep rolling, I'd imagine.
Finally, lot 418 by So You Think from Invincible Star. We know, of course, the deeds of the great So You Think, and it's no secret I'm a huge fan, as so many people are. He was a colt horse, 10-time Group 1 winner, and twice runner-up champion Australian sire, and then third in the sires list another year. And the dam, she won the Ottawa and the Thoroughbred Club Stakes, a good deep page, and of course, an I'm Invincible mare. A good long stride on this girl, but a lovely, relaxed sort of filly. But she's a bit more forward, isn't she, than a lot of the So You Thinks?
Yeah, this is a different sort of So You Think, but you can certainly see elements of So You Think in her, and mixed with a fast and sharp and precocious mare like Invincible Star. It's a perfect blend of the two. So You Think, as you know, is more than capable of producing high-class sprinters. He's had an Everest winner as a sire. He's extremely versatile. This particular filly looks faster and sharper than the average So You Think. But she's a really classy filly, always has been. She's not big, medium size, in a similar mould to her mother, but moves with great purpose, and she's big where she needs to be. She's strong and covers a lot of ground. Another top-class filly. We've got an outstanding bunch of fillies to take to the sales this year, and this is yet another one. And another one with the Morning Rise brand on it that we offer in partnership with the McClure family. So, yeah, looking forward to offering her as well.
Well, of course, last year at Inglis Easter, you sold a record-breaking $10 million yearling, of course, the daughter of the great mare Winks. Now, we don't have quite that sort of, a horse this year. I mean, there probably will be again, I'm sure. But it's a wonderful draft, and, these horses that we've seen here today and the rest of the draft, they will all be making plenty of money because they're quality, and we know the record of the horses coming through the Inglis Easter sale from Coolmore.
Well, we make a concerted effort every year to take a higher quality select group of yearlings to this sale. We don't expect to have a $10 million filly this year, but we do offer roughly 10% of the catalogue, and they're out of mares like Personal, Shout the Bar, some of the best mares in the country. So come down and see us. We really look forward to showing them off, and we're pretty excited about the group of horses we're taking there.